Module 11, Sketch Convert 2D to 3D Outdoor. Eminent artist and painter Paul César has rightly said, painting, like any art, comprises a technique, a workmanlike handling of material, but the accuracy of a tone and a fictitious combination of effects depend entirely on the choice made by the artist. In the last module, I had designed a 2D mural design which I will now convert into a 3D mural design for outdoor. I take a piece white mount board and draw vertical lines, for then I make a rectangular box frame with the same proportions of the earlier 2D mural design. Now I turn to cutting the first 2D mural design into half and also remove the extra paper outside the design. Now I have the actual size of the mural design into two pieces. I take a small piece of white mount board and cut it into small pieces of half a centimeter or so, which will be act as cushion for the shapes of be raised or turned into 3D effect. These small mount board cushions are further cut into smaller pieces so that they fit under even the small shapes. One should take care to cut these pieces with safety in mind and due concentration should be paid to avoid any cut injuries to the fingers. Now my assistant helps me in cutting the other part of the design, and he starts to cut on the pre-considering lines with the help of a sharp paper cutter, keeping the paper under the pressure of his left hand so that it may not move while cutting. I do the same process on the other part of the design and start cutting the predetermined shapes. One should keep patience while cutting and minute details, as one has to pause time and again for cutting the elements or forms. Rashly cut elements or forms will distort the shape of the design, and there is a chance of injury to the fingers. My assistant is also engaged in cutting the shapes on his part of design with the help of a steel scale and a paper cutter, keeping his glued on the fine details of the design. Both of us are keeping the cutout elements or shapes on the side of the white mount board. I am also observing and cutting the design in minute details. This takes quite a lot of time, and one should not rush in a hurry because the beauty of the mural design depends on the properly cut shapes or the elements with fine details. According to renowned Canadian writer and founder of creativity and art, Linda Nyman, art provides an opportunity for kaleidoscopic thinking. Each time we shift the lens of our perceptions, we gain perspectives and new opportunities for innovation. According to renowned American author and scholar Phil Cousinio, inspiration comes and goes. Creativity is the result of practice. Now both of us place the cutout design on the white mount board, and we further cut the large designs into smaller portions as per our preconceived design and arrangement in mind. Now it is time to apply glue to the small squares which are to be glued or pasted under the forms and elements which have been cut into pieces to raise them above the surface to add 3D effect. This process also needs apt attention so that the small mount board cushions are placed at the right place. My assistant helps me in cutting more shapes and places them on the white mount board kept on the left hand side. I assist him in pasting the small pieces of mount board underneath the design elements with glue or Fevicol. Each piece at the right place. I repeat this exercise on more shapes, and my assistant lifts the large elements which have to be raised. The door is pasted without the mount board cushions, and it adds a new dimension and depth of the composition. Similar technique is used with the other elements, some of which are raised while others are pasted flat. One should use a small amount of Fevicol or glue, otherwise the composition will be messed up and present a shabby look. It is at our discretion to add dimensions to some elements and to leave other untouched. As you see here, the overall look of the outdoor mural design is coming up very impressive. Trees are cut out in the other part of the mural design and mount board cushions are placed underneath. Glue is applied on top of the mount board cushions so that they are pasted well on the background. We keep on judging and deciding which part needs more attention and prominence to be given a 3D effect. Here, I should keep on arranging and rearranging the cutout elements in order to create the desired effect. The surrounding of the background should be kept neat and clean, without any smudged or patches, otherwise, the mural design will look like a childish and an unimpressive effort. All unwanted lines or the glue should be removed with the help of an eraser and a duster gently without disturbing the shapes of the mural design. In this mural design, there is a wonderful juxtaposition of negative and positive spaces, and the overall effect is very pleasing and aesthetical. After completing the first mural design in 3D form, same design in different color scheme is being attempted for turning into 3D mural. And as done earlier, same procedure is followed in cutting the different elements with the help of a sharp paper cutter. My assistant is cutting small pieces of white mount board which will act as cushions to raise the form. Before attempting minute forms, one should cut the larger forms first. My assistant is also engaged in this process. Both of us hold the design with left hand and cut the elements with the right hand, keeping the precision in mind. We keep the cutout separately on another piece of white mount board. Due to practice, this time we are taking less time in cutting the elements and shapes. Side by side, I and my assistant keep on pasting small square pieces under the design elements or shapes and paste them on the white mount board. Arranging and rearranging with variations, some elements which were earlier left untouched are now being given a new dimension by raising them. Variation in design will certainly add extra charm to the composition and project a new way of presentation. For example, the door in the first mural composition was kept depressed, but this time it is being raised. So is with the other elements to give variation. Pieces are cut and raised systematically, as it was done in the earlier mural design. Selecting each piece of the design, we first place it on the plain paper and judge its correct position, where it needs to be pasted or raised. The small mount board cushions are picked out with the first finger and pasted with Fevicol or glue underneath the shapes or elements. Cutting technique requires precision and patience, and it is the key to the beauty of the completed project. An artist who wishes to design a mural for the outdoor, first of all, should inspect and measure the area correctly so that the design is created proportionately in the small ratio. Otherwise, a design made without these basic fundamentals will spoil and distort the final product as it sometime will be out of proportion. It should be also kept in mind that proper light is made available for its enhanced visual effects. As a mural tough created great efforts may not be appealing to the eye due to bad lighting and dark areas. It should be on a prominent place or facade so that it enhances the overall effect of the building where it is created. In the outdoor murals, permanent material should be used in its execution, such as ceramic tiles, terracotta and glazed tiles, stone, concrete, wood, or RCC. Otherwise, there is a chance of fading away of the design due to weather conditions. Bold shapes are suggested which attract the eye of the spectator at once and conveys the purpose and theme of the mural in simple, aesthetical and effective way. Thank you.